His teammates are open.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. High shot from 10 feet out. Here's Murray. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George with no one around hits the three-point bomb.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Here's Murray. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now here's Murray over Jackson. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Porter's running. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Rondo passes to Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Morris with the rebound.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And it's George missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Denver passing it around. Pass to Bull. Kicks it to Porter. Jokic inside. Patterson's there. Jokic, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Campazzo. Another shot. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 6.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Outside Rondo. And George now top of the key. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Green in for Porter. .46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Barton finds Millsap. Back to Barton. Campazzo. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Rondo with it. Feeds to Morris. With the shot. McGee with the block. The pass to Millsap. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Rebounded by McGee. Here's Green. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall.
Really admire the hustle of Rondo on defense.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from
the mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got JaVale McGee. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Murray. Yep, it counts. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Campazzo misses off the right iron. Clippers leading by 3. To the inside. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Rondo, good. Rondo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Count that one. Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Murray against George. Tries again, and it's blocked. Porter against Leonard. Zubac against Jokic. Down low. And it's Leonard missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Paul George with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. A shot by Batum, no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Roll, Paul George with the steal. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Pass to George. Inside, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
And the turnover again by Denver. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Murray. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Jackson with it, out guarded by Murray. Jackson drives in. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
And Jokic drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And so it's the Los Angeles.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead top. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Right at the free throw line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Murray's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Denver. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Now here's Jackson. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Bol.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Clippers leading by 7. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. And it's Leonard missing. Nuggets are gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Porter passes to Jokic. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Barton kicks to Murray. With the putback, Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shoots from the line. A putback, and Leonard stays with it.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
Murray against Jackson.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Batum finds George. Shot on the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Porter. Guarded closer. And that one, good. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Coffee passes to Oturu. Count the basket. Oturu's got his first bucket of the night. The Nuggets trail by 11. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. 1:52 left to play here in the third. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Barton.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's Rondo. He's got 8. Over to the wing. To the wing right side. 4 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him. And the Clippers lead by 10.
The unselfishness of Rondo, always looking to get his teammates easy looks.
Green. And Green is right there.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here is Morris. Not a lot of room. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. A 3 from Morris. Stolen by McGee. Dozier passes to Millsap. Count it.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And here's Rondo. He's got 8. To the middle. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Pass to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Millsap's got 5 points in the quarter.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Here's Rondo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Ole is out there with Green. Then there's Murray. Then there's Paul Millsap. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 7. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Back to Batum. Out to the wing. Here's Mann. Martin defending. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Clippers making a change here. And that one misses. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Batum. It's good.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Now Murray. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Bull can't hit.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
To the paint. Here's Patterson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Murray with it. Outside Porter. It's Barton on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Patterson against Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Patterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to George. And stolen by Barton. Here's Jokic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Patterson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Batum. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Outside for George. A floater. And Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 4. Barton with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Murray. Barton outside. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Second chance shot with the clock winding down. In deep. Jokic drops it in. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Goes up with a stripe. That shot off. And the Nuggets going the other way. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Porter.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Murray, the pass to Millsap. It's deflected. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Leonard. Porter pulls it in. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Barton. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard looking around. Money!
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
and they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
And I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. It's NBA basketball. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Bull. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Jokic. Puts it up from 12.
What great defensive effort there from Porzingis to get an arm out to contest that shot.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Porter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
To halt the run, the Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Porzingis, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Denver.
You simply have to respect the shooting touch with Porzingis. That time, he gets the defender closing out, but nowhere near in time.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these 2 guys can be.
Fires from the line. That one doesn't drop. And the Nuggets going the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
He gets it in there.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Porzingis, and he converts the layup. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
Well, I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Pass to Barton. Back to Murray. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Porzingis passes to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Richardson gets a wide open look. Porzingis on the foul. He's got 9.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Murray against Richardson. Here's Jokic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Murray against Richardson. Murray surveying the D. Bull the pass to Barton. And he gets the bucket.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Porzingis high post. Back to Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. Over Porter. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 7 to the middle and stolen by Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Nifty move. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Barton against Hardaway. Barton kicks to Porter. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Richardson finds Kleba. Here's Porzingis from 13 feet. It goes down. Porzingis has got 13 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Now here's Richardson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. Over Bull. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And you watch Bull on the defensive end, boy, he's got a lot.
And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Both free throws good from McGee. Dallas leading by 5. Runs in the pass to Redick. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Makes it off the glass. Redick's got his first points of the night.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
Puts it up from 12. Here's McGee. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Redick with the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McGee's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And that one's good. Doncic.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Dozier. Millsap at the elbow. To the inside. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
The speed on the break from Powell right now. Just booking down the court and getting to the basket.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Dozier. Here's Millsap over Cauley Stein. And again, Denver no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Here's Doncic. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Luka Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Jokic against Richardson. Here's Porzingis, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Porzingis has got 15 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Richardson. Porzingis at the elbow. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. Richardson's got his first points in this one. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 15-point game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Porzingis, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 16-5 run. Back to Richardson. Dallas moving it around. Kleba finds Porzingis. Shot, high post. Kept alive.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Barton against Richardson. Barton surveying the floor, and the wide open shot from Green. Trains the three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And so it's Dallas, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to...
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He ended up with 7. Thanks for joining.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Bol in its center.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
A shot by Kleba, wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Jokic, no good with the triple.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Three-pointer. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. And here's Porzingis for a three. Porter pulls it in.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And Bol pulls it down. Bol's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McGee in the high post. Over Brunson. The shot's good from McGee. And that's now 6 points for JaVale McGee. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs. That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Denver also making some changes. Dozier's checked in, and it's Clark in for Murray. There's 1:40 left in the third. And Redick, here we go. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Clark. Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got his first basket.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Back to Redick. Pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Jacks up a three. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 5 now.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
Here's Millsap. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson kicks to Powell. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 16 for the finish. Millsap misses. Now Cauley Stein. Brunson finds Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. Off target from three-point range.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Redick in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. The Nuggets trail by 14. Pass to Bull. Back to Barton. He's looking for Kleber and finds him. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Richardson against Murray.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Richardson for three. They get it again. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. The three. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Out left to the wing. Fires the three. No good from Finney Smith. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Mavericks leading by 16. And here's Doncic from the arc. Kleba, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And stolen by Bull. Back to Barton. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Denver.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Doncic, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Bull. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Finney Smith passes to Kleba. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Inside, a baseline J, and that one good.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Porzingis.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Doncic with it, out guarded by Murray. Doncic right side. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Murray, good.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Barton right side, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Luka Doncic. That free throw good from Barton.
Will Barton. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. The pass to Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yes, that goes in. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now, Jokic, after Robert Covington missed from long range. Bull, Covington trying to break free. Good, nice job down low.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. Lillard attacking. And a wide open look for McCollum. Bangs home the trifecta.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here's Murray. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is, how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. No good on the shot. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard the pass to Powell. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Murray. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. And the pass to Clark. Taken away by Anthony. Jones the pass to Carmelo. And he gets it to go.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
To the left wing. Clark finds McGee. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Millsap passes to Dozier. Over Jones. A rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 3. Powell with it. Guarded now by Clark. Jones, no one around him. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Millsap against Jones. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Dozier. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets.
Okay.
Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard.
I'm training for the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Paul Millsap. JaMychal Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Jamal Murray. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Passes to Carmelo. Here's Simons. He kicks to Jones. Dishes it to Cantor. Pass to Simons. Second chance effort. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray surveying the D. Bull with it. He's against Cantor. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now Jones running the floor. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Murray. No good. Excellent D there from Anthony. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simon. 2 on the clock. The Nuggets with another miss. And Portland with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Pass to Covington. Lillard outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the Trailblazers score.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nurkic against Murray. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Count that bucket. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Barton outside. Murray outside. Back to Porter. Now the pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Lillard from outside. Denver grabs the miss. 50 seconds left in the first half. Barton drives in.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Powell inside. Barton defending. And it's denied.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. Barton passes to Porter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And here's McCollum for 3. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Here's Jokic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. Lillard from outside. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the... And...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And this is going that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Barton.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, that's an exclamation point right there. Lillard is a natural-born finisher.
Murray with it. Now Covington defending. Murray outside. Outside Porter. Ball kicks to Jokic. 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 7. McCollum dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now, here's Bull. Barton passes to Jokic. And Covington sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Nikola Jokic.
They're just competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Covington in the corner. Back to Lillard, and stolen by Murray. Martin with it, now defended by McCullough. Millsap, great positioning on the putback.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Lillard, bounce pass. Anthony finds Lillard. Charity stripe shot, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in, and then for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and it's Clark in for Will Barton. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, we just say that because it's true. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And Gordon drops them both.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Taken away. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's blocked. Anthony against Clark. And it's in there.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
The Nuggets trail by 8. 1:16 left to play in the third. Millsap against Jones. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Powell. Shot from the top of the key. The shot will not fall. And it's Denver the other way. Clark, the pass to Millsap. No good there. Good D by Jones. Clark against Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green comes in for Gordon. And it's Jamal Murray in for Clark. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Back to Nurkic. Missed inside. The third quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front, leading by 8. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Nuggets, JaMychal Green is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Offensive rebound. Porter with the steal. Down low. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Murray.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to Anthony. To the inside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that time.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Murray outside. Denver calls timeout. Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Here's Cantor. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Bol's got 4 rebounds in this game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Now here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whip. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
He gets that one.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Now here's Murray. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony. First one falls for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential left in the tank for Jamal Murray. He's able to play both guard spots, but it's that sweet jump shot that has his teammates and the coaching staff salivating about where his ceiling is.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. "13 feet away." Rebound by Nurkic.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The pass to Porter. Here's Jokic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle, then finds his way to the line.
And Jokic drops them both.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Now here's Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. The long distance three is buried. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Nurkic's getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And another miss by Denver.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but he can't pass it up, and he can't knock it down.
And so they foul intentionally. Here's McCollum. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Covington. Lets the three fly. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland. Covington with the steal. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lillard scanning the floor. No good on the three. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Powell for three. Off target with that shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A cup, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Reggie Jackson. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Nuggets, they've got Porter. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Now here is George. Pass to Batum. Connects on the 9-footer. Batum's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Clippers. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Murray left side and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Here's George. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Barton surveying the floor. Murray, the pass to Barton to the left side wing. Denver passing it around. Murray with it. Leonard picks him up. Back to Barton. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Bucket is good.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 6-point game. And good that time.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Zubac. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Barton finds Murray. Here's Bol. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Murray dishes to Barton. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Jokic trying to free himself up. Clippers leading by 4. 2 minutes. And stolen by Barton. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Outside Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Jokic. Jackson down low. Outside, George. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Murray against Jackson. From the line. Again, the miss by Murray.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Count that one.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's Murray. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The shot by George wide open. And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He has 6.
Showing off that nice mid-range jumper. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're leading. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Murray. And it's JaMychal Green.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Murray. Morris with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Murray surveying the D.
One of the things Murray does well is shoot the mid-range shot. He's actually deadly from there. Can't give him that kind of room.
Outside Rondo. The feed now to Morris. And they pick up 2. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Murray. And that'll be 2 free. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Rondo with it. He's picked up by Millsap. That one drops for him. Rondo's got 6. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. It's good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Rondo. There's the pass to Patterson. Now, here's Kennard. Back to Patterson. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Dishes to Patterson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jermichael Green, and Barton subbed in for Jamal Murray.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Bol, he's checked in for Paul Millsap.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
That's tipped. George looking around. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
And, you know, the long-range shooting of PG is admirable. I mean, he's a dead-eye launcher from deep, and he's developed that part of his game over the years.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Bol, still looking for his first bucket in this one. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the dunk by Bol.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. And stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Jokic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Jokic has got 8.
Nice to see Jokic running the floor like this because he makes himself a big target in transition.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, what would... And that should...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 10. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Jokic trying to free himself up. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Stolen by Jackson. Deflects the pass. Clippers moving the ball around. A shot by Batum, no good. The Nuggets trail by 10. Barton finds Porter. The 19-foot shot, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Here's Bull. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 8.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Now here's Rondo. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Jokic has such special skills offensively and doing some damage in a big way that time on the offensive glass.
Now here's George. He's got 9. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. George finds Morris. Yep, it counts. Morris has got his second bucket.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll. Actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
Now, here's Jokic. 10 points for him. Passes it to McGee. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
That jumper is cotton candy sweet. Jokic has terrific form. Gives every shot a good chance of going in.
Murray against Rondo. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Patterson's got 7.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Murray outside. McGee. That shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. At one point they led by 16. Back to Leonard. Porter with the steal. And they're running. Here's Barton. And he misses the fast break layup. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-pointer. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Barton, no luck. Outside, George. There's 39 seconds left in the third. And he banks in the layup. 11 points in the game.
I love the activity. George is not just a perimeter player, folks. You can depend on him down low, too.
Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Morris.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's George, and then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes net efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the dunk by Zubac.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray with it. Looking to get back on track here. Here's Green. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And he's good on the second. Clippers leading by 13. Outside Jackson. And he lobs it up, and he lays in the alley-oop.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
From 10 feet out, and the jumper is good.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Murray against Jackson. Shoots from 12. Outside for Batum. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. Kennard for 3. Doesn't go for him. And Denver the other way now. Murray the pass to Dozier.
Los Angeles foul call. Reggie Jackson.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Kennard. Good on both. Clippers leading by 11. Here's Mann. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Batum for 3. Shot clock at 5. And it's Leonard missing.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Millsap, no good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. From the stripe, Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 11. To the paint. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Barton.
Superb concentration that time from Millsap, the veteran, just able to overpower the defense on these tough finishes.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. Gordon's checked in for Porter. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 9-point game. It's Barton on the wing. Pass to Gordon. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. AT that time from Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 9. Pass to Zubac. Batum against Jokic to end the cold streak. That one goes in.
You know, as much as he loves the three, Batum pretty reliable from mid-range, too.
And here is Murray. Martin passes to Murray. Fades. That one a little long.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Inside, outside for George. Zubac in the post. And the dunk by Zubac.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Bull, great positioning on the putback.
A towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Murray against Rondo. Leonard with no one around. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 14. Murray against Rondo.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Leonard looking around. From deep three-point range, the shot missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony in a pair of short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Bol. Porter is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard spot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Doncic with it. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Murray against Doncic. Murray, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Jokic against Kleber. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Passes to Barton. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The pass to Doncic. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Doncic has got 6. Denver with the ball. 4-point game. Murray against Doncic. Shoots from 12. And it goes down 2 points.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Doncic against Murray. And that one's good. Doncic.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Doncic against Murray. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
From deep. They get it back. Here's Richardson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Doncic finds Porzingis. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Murray left side. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Murray outside. Outside Porter. Shoots from 14. Murray, no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porter. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Murray outside. Over Richardson. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got his second basket.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And Doncic gets it to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Doncic against Murray. Jokic, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Here's Kleber.
And you watch Ball on the defensive end. Boy, he's got a lot of potential.
And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots
in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Paul Millsap out there with Green, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Outside, Green. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's McGee, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing. And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Here's Doncic. A putback. It's good on the putback. Powell's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Three-pointer, Barton. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The drive by Green. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
This is one of those nights. A mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Pass to Redick. Now here is Hardaway. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Powell. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Passes it to Millsap. Down low. Here's McGee. The Nuggets with another miss.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Redick against Barton. Out to Hardaway. And the pass to Redick. Shoots the 3. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Powell. Pass to Brunson. Pass to Redick. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Shot missing. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Green. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Cauley Stein dishes to Redick. Takes a 3. Denver grabs the miss.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
55 seconds left here in the second. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Passes it to Brunson. Now the dish to Redick. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Brunson, the bounce pass. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got his first 2 points.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
But they'll get another chance. Barton kicks to McGee. Wants to get it to Barton and does. Nails the baby hook.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Redick from deep 3-point land. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Here's Powell. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Powell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. Here's Millsap. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been a different player than he was their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And that's going to...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range. A pass to Porzingis. Richardson outside. Porzingis inside. Martin defending. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Here's Murray. Gets himself open and drills it.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now the pass to Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, as the roll man in the pick-and-roll game, Porzingis at his size can make a career out of this play.
Martin inside the line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Doncic finds Richardson. Martin against Doncic. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Murray, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Doncic against Jokic. Pass to Kleba. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Fast break, Dallas. Richardson's running. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Murray outside. To the inside. Here's Bull. Porzingis with the block. And they get it back. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. The high post shot. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Right wing. Murray against Doncic. And he makes good on the layup. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray against Doncic. Porzingis with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Can't hit from 12. The Nuggets trail by 20. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And Bull pulls it down. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
You've got Murray, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Porter. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Dallas leading by 18. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. It's stolen. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Porzingis finds Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Lays it up off the glass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Back to Redick. The 3. That shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Dallas shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Murray. And that one, good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Brunson kicks to Redick from deep. Dallas no good that time either. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Second chance shot, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Dallas moving the ball around. Millsap with the steal. Right side, Porter. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And you've got
to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one drops.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Josh Richardson's checked in for Reddick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Down low. Here's Kleba. Back to Doncic. Sinks that one from the post. Doncic has got 20.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
Murray right side. Hardaway with the steal. Now, here's Doncic. To the middle, and stolen by Bull. And Porter, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Porzingis high post. Inside, Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Murray surveying the D. Offensive rebound.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Murray against Doncic. Left side, Porzingis. Good on the bucket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. The three for Doncic. Sinks the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And the miss. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City, and the Nuggets will look to use it as they get ready to take the floor. Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, they've got Bol. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good, Lillard.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Murray outside. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Barton. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the 3 off target. And here's Denver. Here's Jokic. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Jokic. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. 18 feet out. Lillard again missing. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Here's Lillard. Bol making his last shot. Lillard attacking the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He plays with so much heart. McCollum, I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Lillard against Murray. Over Lillard. No good that time, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell, no one around him, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Murray outside. Let's go. Offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. Count the basket.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
So both teams changing it up here. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. Nurkic trying to get open, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
For Denver, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Campazzo covered by Lillard to the wing on the left. Jokic trying to free himself up. Portland trailing here. And now Portland on the break. 18 feet out. That one off the back iron and out. Denver shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. In the corner, Murray with it. Shot from the wing. Millsap inside. Defended by Covington. Nurkic with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Covington.
I mean, you can't allow Covington to beat you on the drive. Given his athleticism, you have to clog up these lanes.
Campazzo, guarded by Powell. And Porter, here we go. Good on the shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Denver on top, leading by a... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Pass to Cantor. Clark against Powell. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Powell against Clark. Cantor, and Cantor able to finish.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Clark, the pass to Dozier. Stolen by Cantor. Anthony left side. Pass to Simons. Here's Powell, guarded by McGee. Powell down low. He's against Clark.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Shoots from 14. That shot misses, and it's Denver the other way. Pass to McGee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The pass to Millsap. And Jones sends it back. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option on the team.
Dozier kicks to Clark. McGee inside. He's covered by Cantor. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Jones, that's for two. Millsap grabs the miss.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off in playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer. Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Murray against Lillard. Denver leading by 3. Here's Jokic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. For Denver, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Showing off his combo guard skills. McCollum, he isn't just a scorer. He's a solid passer as well.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw this game. The free throw drops for Powell. 40 seconds left in the first half.
Who's got Murray?
Murray surveying the D. On the wing, Porter. Murray kicks to Barton. Here's Jokic. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Covington finds Nurkic. Back to McCollum. All alone. The shot, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? And that's
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. But they get it back. Green, the pass to Porter. Now here's Barton. Here's Bull. Banked in off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And he commits the intentional foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw, good. Jokic.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Basket good.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Murray. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Here's Simon. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Pass to Jokic. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Carmelo Anthony in for Robert Covington. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Simons, the pass to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray right side. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. To stop the run, and Jokic throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Cantor against Murray. Cantor, the pass to Simons. He kicks it to Carmelo. Just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Murray dishes to Porter. Shoots over Cantor. Porter, no luck. And so is Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. No good. That would have tied it. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Powell for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Campazzo, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8, and Cantor able to finish.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound, and when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
Good if it goes, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, JaMychal Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton. Simons surveying the D. Little kicks to Covington. To the paint. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist from Covington. Nurkic has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jokic against Covington. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Covington. From deep three-point range. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Simons. This is it to Little. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Michael Porter. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Will Barton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said he just wants them to play faster. He feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jokic passes to Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Powell dishes to Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Cantor, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard against Murray. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Cantor. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, the experience helping Cantor there. He doesn't shy away from taking big time shots.
Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Gordon. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Porter comes in for Gordon, and it's Will Barton in for Paul Millsap. Pass to Powell. Tanner, high post. Kicks to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. And Cantor pulls it down. And stolen by Bull. Jokic against Lillard. Here's Bull. Up top Porter. Barton passes to Bull. Tries again. It's good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton with it. Dishes to Murray. And a wide-open look for Porter. Buries the long-range jumper.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the one he's had today.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony.